Over the February 10th weekend, I went ahead and updated the Emerald Steel discard deck list with some of the new cards that were in Pixelborn 4 into the Inklands. Things like Morph and Ursula made their way into this list, and I don't exactly remember what I cut, but a formal deck list video and stuff will come later on. The purpose of this video is to just give you a first look into how some of these cards are working in existing strategies, and as you can see here in our opening hand, we have a Morph. The opening hand is pretty decent. Emerald Steel discard still functions off of trying to get the Bucky Prince John line, but you can definitely still survive as long as you have Inkables and you see one of Bucky and or Prince John. So I'm going up against an Amber Emerald deck list, most likely another discard deck, and because I know this color combination, I opted not to play the 1-drop, saving it for ink, knowing that Emerald Steel discard can sometimes get ink starved, and I opted to preserve the 1-drop Flint to use it as ink in order to play Morph on turn 2. Being on the play here helps because I do have a Tinkerbell that I can shift onto this Morph on turn 4, but being only 1 willpower, Morph is very susceptible to any kind of pinging damage, and I've seen an increasing number of Fire the Cannons for some reason in Steel deck lists, but again, we're not against Steel here, we're against Emerald Amber, so we're feeling pretty safe with leaving our Morph untapped, and it should be relatively safe to shift when we get the 4th ink. So the opponent establishes a Flynn Rider on their turn 2. We establish a Prince John on our turn 3. And again, this is at a regular pace, so I normally speed up my videos at 150%, but I wanted to show you guys like kind of the thought process behind using some of these new cards. They opt to ink a Simba and they quest with the Flynn for 2, so they have the lore advantage, and then they opt to play a Hypnotize, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll be okay with this because it uses up their turn, but they do have card advantage on me, which is a problem. Thankfully, off my own Hypnotize, I will be able to draw 2, one from the John, one from the actual Hypnotize. Getting rid of Bippity Boppity Boo there is a little unfortunate because that card I think is going to get even better. I've played 3 matches with this deck. I've lost 1 and won 2, and I have pulled off the Bippity Boppity Boo with Morph, and then just replaying Morph so that you can shift another character on top of him after you bounce them back to hand is absolutely crazy. So the Hypnotize there gets me a net 2, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable in questing with the John here because the Flynn Rider isn't really going to take out the John, and there's nothing they can use to really finish off the John in this color combination. There's no rush characters, no damaging actions or songs, etc. So I'm fine to even up the lore count here and see what the opponent wants to do on their 4th turn, and they're thinking here pretty hard, and I know I'm probably dropping this Tinkerbell next. I see that they do have Rays and their own evasive Tinkerbells on their side of the field, so I need to keep one of my smashes just in case one of those come down. They opt to play a 1-drop Stitch here and a Simba Bodyguard, and this telegraphs to me that they absolutely have a shift Rockstar. Sorry, they play a normal Stitch. I don't know if I said Rockstar, but they're planning to play a Rockstar Stitch clearly here, right? So I'm going to opt to ink the Donald and get an amazing value off of this Tinkerbell here because we're going to deal 1 damage to everything, take out the Simba, and then I think I still opt to take out the Flynn Rider here, even though a case could be made to take out the Stitch. If they do opt to shift Rockstar, it is okay because they can only play 1 other 1-drop to get a single draw, and our Tinkerbell will still be able to take out the Stitch Rockstar because it already has 1 point of damage, and Tinkerbell will still deal 4 into it to take out the Stitch Rockstar at 5 toughness. We draw into a Bippity Boppity Boo, which is like in very, very nice here. I don't necessarily want to run this Tinkerbell into this Stitch if I don't have to, but I think I will because it would be nice to Bippity Boppity Boo it, but I think I have to take out the Stitch Rockstar. But I can't actually, never mind, because it's not exerted. What am I saying? Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about here. I'm going to sing Bippity Boppity Boo with Prince John and return both the Tinkerbell and the Morph, and then I'm going to replay the Tinkerbell for free, dealing another point of damage into the Stitch Rockstar, and then finish it off with a smash. Okay, wow, I'm smarter when I play than when I review my own commentary. Interesting. Now look at this setup here. No, why am I inking the Morph? What am I doing? I should have just, I guess it doesn't matter. I could have played Morph and then shifted Jafar onto it, but I guess it's kind of pointless because whatever the opponent plays isn't going to be exerted for me to use the Jafar on. So yeah, I might as well just play the Jafar raw next turn, and the Morph was better utilized as ink. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. It would be nice to but you see the combo, right? It would have been nice to reestablish the Morph, draw into a Beast Tragic Hero or something, and shift the Tragic Hero for free, that kind of thing. It would have been really nice. I'm going to just keep the opponent off of any kind of draw if they do have any discard because I have control of the board here and the card advantage, 2 to 1 right now. So again, I'm fine keeping this advantage here. The opponent is kind of running out of resources, and for a regular speed match, we're only at 5 minutes, and we've already almost closed out the game. So Morph looking pretty good. Unfortunately, we didn't draw the Ursula in this game, but I will have gameplay coming where I test this deck some more. I actually think I do have a match recorded where, like my other match that I won, where I did use the Ursula. So yeah, that should be coming soon. I opt to dump my whole hand here so that the opponent doesn't get any advantage off of their Prince John discarding anything from my hand. And again, if we top deck any Floodborn, that's an instant shift onto Morph, which is amazing here. But yeah, I think the opponent can't really do anything because we're just going to quest for game next turn. So they end up scooping it up there. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Thank you for watching. Quantum is out.